Well, it's time to troll the edge with Taco Marine here at the CCA Workbench, Dave. And let's get into these new products, please.
Well, we're going to start down there with that Plano Liquid Bait locker bottle. You know, we've been dealing with a lot of Gulp lately. And I'll be honest with you, my truck doesn't smell that good because of it. You know, those little bags with the resealable thing. You know,
if you don't get it quite right.
And half the time you're in a hurry, you know, you're trying to get a new bait on and get it out there. And then that stuff leaks out. And I keep them in a plastic bag, and the plastic bag gets holes in it. So, yeah, my truck started to stink really bad. My wife was giving me grief about it. And I saw these, and I said, these are perfect. So now I can take all those little individual packets and just dump them in there. It's clear. You can see what the size are, what color it is, and it'll keep them fresh. And this little cap there keeps the smell and the liquid in there. It's got an O-ring in it, so can't hurt you. We've got that little set of tongs in there so you can pull them out, which one you want. And I just think it's a great little deal. If you're planning on using Gulps, which you know you should be, especially with all the cool shrimps and stuff they've got.
The new turbo shrimp and nemesis shrimp.
Yeah, get you one of those little liquid bait
I can
things
tell
from
you it
Plano.
doesn't stink yet.
I got you.
I got faith in you, though.
All right, PlanoHolding.com to get one of those. Next, we have the Savage Gear Twitch Reaper Offshore. And this is we're talking about tunas a lot. This is a great tuna bait. You know, if you come upon tunas up on the surface, you could throw this thing out. It's not a topwater bait, it's a subsurface bait, but it's going to get a bite out of, schooling tunas. Really striking visual features on there, crisp, erratic action when it's moving through the water. It's got all heavy-duty hardware, 4X hooks on there.
Crazy.
Big hooks. You're not gonna. This is not something you're gonna have to, put new hooks on because this will handle a 150-pound tuna fish. They don't give up. So you need something with hardware like that isn't gonna pull apart. And it's through line construction as well. They come in a 4-ounce. A 4.5 ounce, 9 different colors. And,
9 different colors.
Yeah, savagegear.com to get that. And it's a great bait if you're wanting to throw offshore at big fish.
One other thing I'm going to add is it comes also in different sink rates. It comes in a slow sink, as you see here.
Right.
And then it comes in a fast sink, as you see here. So a little different weight, but it'll allow you to bump troll them if you wish. Or
and they got that UV glow on there too. This little dolphin one, I imagine anything.
Mahi.
You could probably catch a blue marlin on that thing.
Of course you could.
Next, we have the Trokar TK8 Heavy Duty Extreme Live Bait Hook. When you're talking about tunas, and you're going to feed a live bait out to them, you can't use a real thin wire hook because tunas just don't give up. My favorite tuna is about a 30-pounder on an 80 wide that I can skip to the boat real easily. But if you're not going to be doing that, you're pitching live baits to them, you're going to need something that's going to be able to hold on to that big tuna fish for a long time because it's going to take a while.
Right.
If you're on 30-pound test line and you hook a 80 to 100-pound tuna fish, you're going to be in them for an hour probably. Yeah. And you can't have hooks that are going to straighten out. And these are, the toughest, made for the toughest, hardest fighting fish, really heavy gauge wire. But because you have that Trokar triple-sided, point, it cuts right through it. And so you still, even though you've got that really heavy wire, you got excellent penetration, which is what you need to have. 4 little tiny number 4s, all the way up to a 9/0, 12 different sizes. And they're made in Denver, Colorado.
TK8.
Yep, the TK8 live bait, heavy duty, extreme live bait hook. You got to get one of those.
Speaking of heavy duty.
Next, we have these Mangrove Products trash bags. These are really cool products from Mangrove Products. They make quite a few little things, transom savers and whatnot. But this is their garbage bag. It's a great big bag. You can either attach it from the top half or the bottom half or both.
Right.
They've tested it up to 80 miles an hour. So they're secure system, so it won't be blown away. It's a nice top hat. Yeah, that's a good look for you.
With my cat in a hat.
Yeah, and they come some with mesh in them, or you can get the full upgraded 9,000 Oxford cloth there. It's they got a really wide mouth that can close with a drawstring, so you don't have to worry about all the stuff blowing out, once you get going. And just a really nice garbage can, and if everybody used these, we wouldn't have so much stuff floating around in the water.
Where do we go to find it, Dave?
You go to mangroveproducts.com to get those.
Sure beats a 5-gallon bucket, and as you're running,
exactly, everything flies out. This thing keeps your garbage where it needs to be in one place.
Good job. I'm glad to see that you did earn your money over here tonight.
A little bit.
Yes, you did. You did a wonderful job.
And in a pinch, it's a hat.
That's
As
it.
Rick
Cat in a
showed
hat.
us. Cat in a hat.